What's up? You know what it is. So I am coming back with another video about, us and black women. Listen, man. It's so much that has happened, even from the beginning of, recognizing slavery to the point of the present. The roles that black women are playing in black men's lives. Now, this is going to be a session about, really do black women belong? Or do they really act like they belong to black men or their own race, period, point blank, period. Okay, and then this is something that I have on my chest and my mind and my spirit. And the only reason I'm doing this video is to release it, to let it go, put it out in the atmosphere, in the universe, and, let it be known. Because as a black man, going through the struggles that I have been through and overcoming the struggles that I've overcame, it's been hard. It's been hard. And I'm gonna tell you, my journey, when I look back over 51 years, I look back and I could really honestly say, I could definitely honestly say that my struggle have not been with white people at all. I mean, it seems as though, for me, the race has been the illusion. Racial or racism has been the illusion. And yeah, we finna check it out. So, okay, I got a video that I had stumbled across in my archive, and I want you guys to check it out, because, I'm not the only one that feels, this way or see these things happening and right before our eyes. I'm definitely not the only one. I would not want to think I'm the only one anyway, but I'm not. So check it out, man. I'm gonna look at it with you guys, and if you have a comment, you just let me know how you feel. So check it out.
Women. Yeah. We can't make a demand. We can't even ask you to smile. But you want us to protect you. Are you all women? No. What do you think? What do you say? No. Before you answer this question, by the way you see the ethnic image of black women acting towards black men, are black women our women? Not aspirationally, by the results, by what you see.
Not aspirationally, by what I see. Not aspirationally. I feel like, yes, we definitely...
No, I asked you what you see, and you went to what you feel. Ma'am, are you going to actually tell me, by what you see, black women act like they belong to black men?
We need a lot of mentoring.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna say
no. You already starting to beatbox. See, subjective, variable. See, when you ask a question that boxes them in, they don't want to call, they don't want to hold us to the task, so they're going to start breakdancing. Yes or no, man? You're a professional, right? A healthcare professional, right?
I am. But
answer the question as a professional. Yes or no?
Do our women look like they?
You've heard the question 3 times. Are black women are?
I'm gonna say that's tough. That's tough because the answer is yes. The answer is yes. We belong together. Like y'all, yes, y'all are for us and we are for you.
Black men. I want you to understand. Black men. Hold on, man. Black men. I want you to understand how you felt when you saw her struggling to try to get this lie out of her mouth. That is the link. That is. You go back to the You go back to the comment section. Go to the time and date stand. Go there and look at what the black men say. I know what I felt here.
Oh my God.
No, ma'am, because I know the question I'm asking, and the answer is I can objectively say no, you're not, and I can say it, but you don't want to admit what we can see. If you look at what the men are saying, they're saying no, but you're still trying to tell us, yeah, we are, and the men are like, well, what world are you seeing? It's like, are y'all? And you're a professional. I'm like, answer it as a professional, and you're still gonna get to the point where like, well, yeah. Then the men don't know what they're saying.
Yeah. So yes, we definitely belong to you, and we want to just improve those relationships. I feel like we just have a difficult.
You belong to us. You belong to us. This is what you're saying. So if that's the case, then why would a black man ask a black woman to smile? Is she offended if you belong to us?
Now, I disagree with being offended, but I don't disagree that.
Why? Okay, offended, whatever. Why does she feel put upon? Why does she feel like it makes a demand of her? If it's just a smile. Now understand, a black woman who's a femininity influencer asked her femininity group who wants to be married to black men to just smile at every black man, and she was savage for months. You know this is common, man. If black women truly belong to black men as you say they do, why do black women feel put upon by simply being asked to smile at black men? And here's the problem. If we can't have real conversations with our women, because I'm going to tell you something, man. Black men know you're lying. They know you're conflicted. Ma'am, look in the comment section. The black men know you're not being honest. And black, I think black men want relationships with black women more than black women want relationships with black men. Because when asked this question, you're speaking aspirationally. Men are saying, no, you're not ours. And they can see you struggling. But you're going to find a way to rejigger this to make it make sense. And men are saying, you're not ours. We can't even ask you to smile at us.
Okay. So, brothers, we love you. Let me just tell you.
No.
We do.
Before we get to that, we need truth.
Okay.
Can you honestly say that greater than 50% of the adult black females act and move as though they belong to black men?
No. And I'm going to answer. Can I rebuttal to that?
Go ahead.
I don't feel like the majority necessarily act like they belong to any man, though. So it's not like we're ditching them.
There's only one. But you can rebuttal that, man, but you're only supposed to belong to one.
Yes.
See, that's subjective variable bullshit. That's not an answer, man. Black men don't want to hear that we don't belong, because you don't expect every man to protect you. When somebody's going upside your head, you ain't asking Bradley, Ahmed, Enrique, protect us. You asking a black man to protect you.
Correct.
So we don't give a shit if you don't feel like you belong to anybody else. White women, do white women act like they belong to white men?
Yes.
Yes or no? Do Hispanic women act like they belong to Hispanic men?
Absolutely.
Do Asian women act like they belong to Asian men?
Definitely.
Do Middle Eastern women act like they belong to Middle Eastern men?
Yes.
Do black women act like they belong to black men?
By and large, no. But
The fact that you had to even put a modifier on there says you were still conflicted with the reality you were seeing. There was no modifier ever before black people. No modifier.
100%.
And see, that's the problem. And that's the problem. Because it is going to come down to women checking women and getting you guys straight. We cannot fix you because you have no respect for us. You only respect each other. And if we can't rely on the educated of you and the intelligent of you and the learned of you to at least be honest, black men will sit back saying, who the fuck can we rely on? Honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying that men can't. Black men are just asking black women to be nice to us. That's it. Just be nice to us. And they can't get that in mass on a regular basis. I don't know if you ladies really understand how bad it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when you see a black girl get hit in the face with a skateboard, you want black men to check him because he shouldn't have hit her. There should be no violence. But then you ask yourself a question: why does this black man feel so detached from this black woman? Because they can feel it. And y'all won't be honest. And it takes me asking questions this way and that way. And before I can even kind of nail the jello on the wall, and it's still, well, do you want black men to do this when it comes to talking about our obligation to you? Do you want modifiers from us when it comes to you?
No. You ask some tough questions.
Because it needs to be asked, because I should not have to ask the motherfucking questions. Becky ain't got to ask, Brad ain't got to ask it of Becky. Lee doesn't have to ask it of Maylene. Enrique doesn't have to ask it of Marisol. Anu doesn't have to ask it of, pick a Middle Eastern name. But Keith has to ask it of Keisha. Somebody got to ask it. I'll take the smoke. Thank you for at least trying to be honest, man, but this is where the fuck we are.
Yeah.
That's why I got upset and said no when you go into the same old trope of black women do this because of we're mourning for our brothers. And I'm like, whoa, I know more black men who say, I ain't got to worry about the white man. I got to worry about this woman laying next to me. This is my oppressor. This is my abuser. This is the one that calls CPS and child support and the white man on me when I ain't doing what the hell she think I should be doing. This is what brings the white man into my house.
Oh, God.
Okay. Now, as you can tell, that was only one black woman. Only one. And through my experience, I'm going to tell you, this is common, okay? The way black women respond to black men is common, but it's deeper than this. It's just so much deeper than this. And it's just not, see, the focus basically right now can be focused on just having a relationship with black men and black women. That's just the relationship, okay? But this goes deeper. There's a root to this shit. And I'm going to explain to you what I see and the perceptions that I've picked up on while I'm here in this being, in this present. And the one thing that I can definitely say is that it starts with the mothers. It starts with the mothers, okay? It definitely, how a mother treats her son will determine how a woman is going to treat him. Because all the vibrations, all the energy, all the things that is poured into him from her will be his aura, You know, it becomes his aura. It becomes his energy, part of his energy. And it takes a strong, conscious black man to get rid of any negativity or any form of just diabolical vibrations that a woman has put upon him. It takes a strong, awoke, conscious black man to learn how to deal with it and get rid of it and change his energy around to respect and cherish black women. But it's hard because that shit is like red dirt. Once it gets into your clothes, it's hard to wash out. And when you wash it out, you still see the stain. You still see the effects. You still see the results of some of that hint. It'll never be purified. That's rare of purification. And the older you get, it becomes more possible. But how you live your life, how you eat, how you exercise, how you work, your whole 9 yards, that will determine how purified you can become in spirit and in energy of accepting the black woman's energy and knowing what to do with it and how to deal with it and how to live with it and use it to your life advantages. Take it as life advantages. 1, mothers do not respect their children, their black boys. Majority. I'm from Atlanta. Atlanta was, for blacks, 75% projects, 25%, or let's go back, 15% middle class, 5% after that was high class. And then you got another 5% that just, out of the black community, period. So you don't see that. And if you do, you might see it in entertainment. Okay? But 75%, we're talking about in black, and they call Atlanta the Black Mecca. But we're going to start here because Atlanta had projects every fucking where. Projects. Now let's just take some numbers and take some perception. If you got 75% of women and only women that could live in these projects, and they still have kids, and they have black boys on top of that, okay? And let's just say out of one apartment, one woman has 3 boys. Let's bring that down to 45%. 45% of the 75% of projects, 45% is black males born out of it. Okay? We still just under 50%. A lot of them are going to jail or being imprisoned. We have to question this. Why? Because black women allow it to. They've allowed black men to be shot, to be hung, to be imprisoned, to commit suicide. They allow black men to go down this treacherous, suffering road, knowing this. And then they call Red Rock, as if they're suffering. You suffering inside of an apartment that it just took you to walk into, sign your name, you receive government checks, you receive government food, but only one condition is that man can't stay there if he's 18 years or older. What? Okay, now this is a thing of the past, but it's still a side effect of this shit. And the side effect is there are more black women that are wealthy than black men. There are more black women driving. You hear me what I'm saying? That are driving on the road than black men. Okay, this is a problem because I've lived it. I'm living in it right now as this day, this whole fucking day, this time and day, I'm living in it. And I see it. I hear it. I hear it on the job. I hear it at home. I've heard it in my bringing up, how black women disrespect the spirit of a black man. Like, for instance, a mother would raise if she got 3 boys, she would raise them each different. And she would be biased. And she would be prejudiced. And she would be racial. With racism. Out of the 3 boys, not all 3 boys would be treated as equal. See, this is what equal and opportunities and integration, this is where this shit really comes from. Within the home. It ain't got shit to do with black and white. It's got something to do with black women trying to empower themselves over their own creations. You didn't hear what I said. This is all about black women trying to empower themselves over their own creations. If a black mother does not respect or tries to love or even reaches out or even tries to help her black son, regardless of his condition, the motherfucker could be in prison. As long as the nigga's not a killer and he's killing other blacks, Lord have mercy. As long as this is not happening, I don't see no reason why a black mother would not reach out and try to empower her son by all costs, by any means necessary. I don't see, she should be able to lay her life down on the line, just like she laid her life down on the line to conceive him and to labor him. She should be able to continue to lay her life down on the line because he's laying his life down on the line. His life depends on her. Period. His life depends on her, what she say, what she do. If a black woman, let me tell you a secret. If a black woman tells a black man to go out and slay all these white people, the ones who enslaved us, do you know that would be law? That would be downright law. Unfucking precedented. Nothing could motherfucking go against that. Nothing could break that. A black woman gives a black man instructions to do something. It is law. It's not, that's the government. That's the state. That's the authority that only black men respond to. But when she hands her authority over to an artificial governing being or governed organization, she's handing off her responsibilities as a human being. And she's allowing her seed to be killed off. Spiritually, physically, mentally. She's allowing it to happen. And this is the shit that is ruining the black man's state. Like, when you don't give a fuck if your son, as a black woman, if you don't give a fuck if your son has went off to prison, even if he went off from stealing, okay, or drug dealing, he went off to prison. If you're not trying to do shit about it, if you're not trying to fight for this man, then your fucking whole existence is invalid, invalid. Like, you have no reason of why the fuck you had this person or this being. But yet I see it every day. It's in the promotion. It's in the beauty parlors. It's in the beauty salons. It's in the beauty supply store. How women have traded their existence to look artificially beautiful. Fake as fuck. and be ugly over here. Have this ugly ass undertone existence of not treating their men correctly, empowering them, giving them the ability to see through all this bullshit that the government has laid upon us. Just see through it and get through it and just kill it. Like, you know, just knock this shit off. They're not doing that. They're allowing us to crumble. And then white people ain't got nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with fucking racism. It has nothing to do with racism. This is not about racism. I like some of my black and white friends, even gay. I don't even understand why a black woman will not tell a black man, you ain't no woman. You ain't close to a goddamn woman. I birthed you as a man. Or you ain't no damn man. I birthed you as a woman. Like, black women are not doing this. They are giving up their purity, their universal purity. They have given that shit up for some shit that's shiny and it's artificial. It has no existence. They can't see beyond the interference and the noise. They can't see the harmony that's sitting right there in front of them. They can't see that shit. They can't see the peace and the harmony right there in front of them. They gotta have all this goddamn noise and chaos. They gotta it's like they gotta have chaos in their life to over-absorb all the bullshit and the shame that they're going through, knowing that they're wrong, knowing that every day you live and you wake up in the goddamn morning and you go through your day knowing that it's a black man standing on the corner right now with a fucking sign in his hand talking about he homeless. And then switch that shit around. Black man wake up in the morning and it never fails. Black man wake up in the morning, he see a fucking woman standing on the motherfucking corner with a sign in her hand talking about she homeless. It's not a motherfucking nigga that I don't know that will be like, hey baby, I can help you. Come on, jump in, let's go. And change her fucking life around. I know you seen the movie, and everybody's seen this movie. Goddamn, the pretty something. This white girl, white guy takes this fucking white prostitute and turns her into a fucking wife, seeing her struggle and shit. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. But a black woman won't do that for a black man to create a better universe, a better planet, a better earth. See, the more she keeps denying the fact that she's not the cause of a lot of this shit happening, and then she keeps goddamn absorbing, talking about, well, it's because of him the way I feel, and because of him, because the way I thinking, it's because of him. Like, she keep doing that shit, and her struggle ain't bad at all. Her struggle is not bad. Nigga, just looking at history, just paying attention to history. Black women never had it bad. They never had it that fucking bad at all. They were getting paid just for having kids. How is that motherfucking suffering? Okay? Being raped by a white man? Oh my God. That's the worst suffering that you've had. That is it. It stops right there. But even with that, the white motherfucker turn around and give you benefits. He give you benefits after he done raped you. And what do? He take your black kid, your black boy, and feed him to a crocodile. Or make you, or force you, just because he helped you, force you to do unspeakable fucking acts to him. Like beat his ass, whoop him, abuse him, tell him he ain't shit. Tell him you'll send him to jail. Tell him there's a prison for you. Tell him you ain't gonna make it to 21 or 18. Just tell him a whole bunch of shit that this white motherfucker has trained you to do without you knowing the knowledge of yourself, not knowing how much power you really possess. Like it's listen, I've been through a situation, relationships after relationships, and I'm gonna say it like this: I thought it was me. I really thought it was me, but it wasn't me from the beginning of my existence. It was a female. See, me being attached and being attracted to females, especially black females, the times have changed, and they allowed the times of change to become more diabolical, to become more scheming, because they want to use money as an excuse to treat a man bad, to tell him he ain't shit if he don't have it. That's your excuse to treat him bad or to ignore his situation. Even though you got money, you still want to treat him bad and make him feel like he ain't got shit when you got shit. Now let the roles reverse. He got shit. It's his obligation to share with you. Now it don't matter who, this is in relationships term, it don't matter who got what, as long as you're empowering each other from what both have received and got and worked hard for. I got shit that you can solve, and you got shit that I can solve. I might be weak in one area, you might be strong in another area. You might be weak in one area, I might be strong in another area. If you can identify that shit, then you can work together. You have the opportunity to work together. But black women totally have obliviated this shit and taught some black men, especially the motherfuckers who be trying to go to college and try to graduate out through these fucking, ceremonies. They go through these ceremonial playouts of degrees, and then they become what you call an indentured servant. And a black woman who's educated the same way, going through the same process, they're gonna treat black, let's just wipe the bullshit out. They're gonna treat black men worse because they feel like they're at a higher power just because they have reached a level that they've been taught to a certain degree of whiteism, Europeanism. You know their fucking skills. You have adapted their skills when your own talent is the reason why they got the skills. You must be out your goddamn mind. Like, I am really fired the fuck up because black women are the reason why black men are in this condition. The black women in my life, they're the reason why I'm talking about this shit. They're the reason why I'm doing this video. They're the reasons why I'm fed the fuck up, and I'm putting it out into the universe that y'all ain't the shit. Y'all ain't the shit. I had a relationship with a white woman. I did. And the result was this white woman, she tried to do everything to keep me. She tried to do everything. I mean, even down to having kids. And she was younger than me. Definitely, she was younger than me. But at the same time, her maturity level on how to treat a black male, because it seemed like white women see the value in a black man. They go beyond the money. They see the value of him. They see protection. They see physical protection. They see mental protection. And a lot of black men, we're at ease when it comes to, white women, because white women don't come with this diabolicalness. They don't come diabolical. They're not constantly thinking how to get over. And you can see that. You can tell that. Most white women, they come with open arms. How can I help you? What can I do? And they're timid to a point where they're submissive to whatever this black man wants and whatever he wants to do. But, you know, you got some bad black men. Like I said, it's some bad black men out there because their mothers didn't teach them. Their mothers did not teach them right, correctly. They were mad, mean at their ass. And then you got most black women that they just pissed off mad because they had kids. And they don't want to treat their kids correctly. They don't know how because it's not in them. Because they're thinking about them damn selves. Of how a life could have been if I hadn't had these kids. But let's get real. Kids are natural. Sex is natural. You're going to have it and you're going to have kids. That's what it's made for. It's not really made for fucking enjoyment to the point where you want to have sex with the same fucking race. That's too much. That's way too much. Okay? The purpose of doing this shit is really to create. Is to procreate. And when you procreate, you just want to love. And you want to build a person to the point where they're making the planet better. They're making the universe better. A better place to motherfucking live in. Not survive in. Like, this shit don't make no goddamn sense, really. Now, I listened to the video, and I really commend this brother, you know, on this session right here. I commend him on this session. He checked one black woman, and I don't have anything against a black woman because she's a black woman. I have something against a black woman because of the shit they say, promote, and do against black men. Like, for a long time in the 1980s, all through the fucking 80s and the 90s, the promotion was where are all the black men, good black men at? And whoever promoted that shit was wrong. They was dead ass wrong. Just that statement in itself is saying that there's no good in black men. And that's racial genocide. You know, that's like a spiritual holocaust. And that's what we going through now. If you look at the fucking statistics on, you know, black men being in prison, that's Holocaust. That's a Holocaust. If you're looking at the pure energy of it, that's a Holocaust. Because this numbers shouldn't be this way. And then they have to think, once again, where are the fucking mothers? Where are the resources? The sources? Because the sources are the ones where these black men get their lives from. They get their attitude from. They get their consciousness from. They get their happiness, their sadness, their depression. This is where the shit comes from. Whatever she ate is what he received in his body. In and out of his motherfucking body. It does not fucking matter. You cannot sever the fucking... See, and then there's another thing. Black women have looked to religion to sever their ties with their black men. Like, they will put the energy into saying, oh, let Jesus, it's in Jesus' hands. I tried. I gave up. Or let God... This is the reason for religion. It's for black women to try to sever their ties with black men. That means they don't want no more responsibilities, you know, dealing with that when they're in the white world. Because in the white world, you're not going to receive these things if you got all your attention right here on this black man trying to keep him build and keep him to the point where he's protecting you. Because you feel like he can't produce the same shit they producing. And the honest truth is, he done already produced that shit. Now they're trying to say talent is obsolete, but skill ranks over talent. I beg to fucking differ. You don't have to work that fucking hard if you got talent, but skill, your time is fucking wind down. You using most of your time with blood, sweat, and tears, and with talent, it's happy, heart, and love. I'm just saying, how the fuck you gonna try to tell me that talent don't mean shit, but skill means everything? No, my nigga. No. And if black women agree to this shit, and they promote this shit, like they promote shit, everything on TV and videos and all this shit, then we are surely fucked. We are fucked. And it ain't because of white people. Black women have given permission to white races to do what the fuck ever you want with him. This is integration. See, it took black women to get together with the fucking liberators, the white women liberators. It took them to get black women together, some head educators to get together to agree to allow black men to be subject to all this bullshit that America has taken us through. And the last fucking thing I want to throw out there now is we need to sue. We, as black men, we need to sue. We need to sue America. Because the ones who run this motherfucker definitely have allowed, and they see this shit. You know, this is defamation of character, neglect. It's a whole bunch of shit that we could run down that there's a possibility of black men. If you sit in jail, bro, if you see this, you got the right to sue America, because they didn't teach us no better. They hide shit. Tell you shit like, well, you got to go out there and get it. When they got the information right there. They can sit down and talk to you right there. Give you some knowledge right there. They give you knowledge that the streets can't give you. They give you knowledge that the fucking school can't give you. They hold the fucking essence of life in their hands. And if they neglect to give it to you and allow you to fuck your life up, to go out there in the streets, allow you, first of all, to run away from home without the knowledge of, and then two, allow you to integrate with the society, knowing that this society is only built for one race. And then three, to allow you to have a relationship without not knowing things that you need to know. Like these are things that are common in our race, in the black race, that black women neglect, and they in total fucking denial of just being responsible and being accountable for what the conditions are of black men. Like, they're not even looking at the statistics and saying to themselves, damn, we are accountable. We are acting irresponsible of our black men. We are irresponsible. We really want white men. We looking at white men and what they do and what they got, and we want that. All this artificial shit. You can't see past the fucking sun. And that's sad. So, I done released the shit, and I hope after this video, I could think better, and I could, breathe a little bit better, because I could see these things, and I'm very well, and I'm very conscious of it, and living through it is inevitable. You know what I'm saying? The universe has got my back, and I'm glad that I've been given this insight so I can share it to these black men that are out there that see this thing, and you're trying to improve your life. You're wanting more out of life, but you see there's an obstacle. You see these women out here, man, they talk to you any type of way, dog. They really talk to you any kind of way, and they're atrocious with it, because they listening to other women, and they think other women have this fucking knowledge of, and anytime it's negative, I don't think you should listen. I think it should be the opposite of, because a black woman don't supposed to tell a black woman, fuck him, girl, or he ain't shit, girl. every black man on earth that's born goddamn has value, or a black woman wouldn't have had them. Period. So why devalue the same fucking thing that you have created? It's just beyond me. Black mothers need to get their fucking ass out of their head. Get their head. You know what I'm finna say. Get their head out of their ass. And get their mouth off these females' pussies. And wake the fuck up. And see the real shit that's going on. See this shit that's really happening before you see some fucked up shit. Some really fucked up shit that's coming soon. That's really gonna get your ass thinking, and you're gonna be like, God damn. Oh my God. This motherfucker was right. And it's gonna show, it's showing itself today. It's showing up today. Right now as I speak. As I'm speaking to you right now. There's a group of black women right now that's plotting against black men. They might be dykes, they might be gay, but they plotting against black men, period. And that ain't supposed to happen. Not if a fucking black woman has created these beings. That don't make fucking sense. That is genocide, holocaustic shit. Peace out. I will see you later. I hope life treats you better and gets you in a better motherfucking position so you can dominate this bullshit on this planet that's happening now. Wake up. Peace and love. And oh yeah, free living. I promote it every day, all day. Free living.